kind of like this Forrest Gump'd my way into something.
Well, that's your whole life.
I know.
I'm not surprised.
You know how in movies, like, you know how you see a commercial for a movie, and it'll be like, Academy Award winner Denzel Washington. Or they'll say, you know, Emmy nominee Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Or Academy Award nominee Scarlett Johansson. Like, even just nominee, they give them a title. Like, they didn't even win the Academy Award, just nominee, right?
It's a big deal.
A nominee. You're that for the rest of your life. You have this title. So, and by the way, that's how I relate the story I'm about to tell you, is I have to go with, you know, entertainment world, like Oscars, because I'm going to segue it into the sports world, because I can't relate at all to winning anything in the sports world. So, a long time ago, I was told by my doctor, you need to give blood. If you give blood, you're going to feel really good. You haven't given blood in a long time. And so I went through this thing where I was trying to give blood, and I finally gave blood. And they said, when you give blood, you're going to feel so good. And so I gave what's called a Power Red. And I gave all this blood, and they said, don't you feel good now? And I said, I feel the same. So after a certain amount of time, the blood people called me, and they said, hey, it's time. Your body's replenished. It's time for you to give more blood. And I said, all right, I'm good. I'll do it. When can I go? And they said, well, what's a good time for you? And I said, oh, Thursday, which is today. So I said, all right, I'll go today. So I get a call or an email from like their media department, and they said, hey, could you come Thursday at 2:00? I said, yeah, totally. That's totally fine for me. I got nothing going on. I'll go at 2:00, right? So then I get this email yesterday, and it turns out that there's this famous baseball player. I think he was in the World Series. His name's Brandon Webb. And there's a press release that went out, and the press release says, Thursday media opportunity. Diamondbacks Brandon Webb and John give blood for Blood Donation Week. And I click on it, and it says, I hope you could join United Blood Services Thursday, September 7th at 2:15, when former Diamondbacks pitcher and Cy Young Award recipient Brandon Webb gives blood alongside radio host John Jay to encourage residents to save lives during Arizona's Blood Donation Week.
Cy Young winner, that's a big deal. I mean, that is a heralded pitching award. They just told everybody what your job is.
Weather disasters over the past week have been a constant reminder, and it goes on and on about the weather disasters and how we need to come together and they need blood, right? So I'm sitting there going, what the hell? I don't even have a nominee title. Like, I got nothing before me. Nothing. Like, he's a Cy Young. I don't even know who Cy Young is, but I'm sitting there thinking, Cy Young, and I look at it, Cy, like C-Y. And I got, maybe they should put at least S-I-G-H for me. Cy.
There's John Jay.
It's the best way to describe
it's like Cy, comma, all we could get, John Jay. Besides him. And we can only get him because he was coming here anyway.
And other guy you might know. It would be like the MVP for pitchers every year. It's a pretty coveted award. That means you're the best pitcher in baseball if you get the Cy Young Award.
I believe it, but I'm the opposite of that in radio. And so,
perfect attendance. You got a perfect attendance award from your grade school.
I don't think I've ever even got that. I don't think I've ever gotten any. I know one time when I was a kid, Jack in the Box had a contest, and I colored in a turkey for Thanksgiving, and I won a turkey. Like, they called my mom. They called my mom, and they were like, "Hey, your son had a really good thing," and we picked it. And my mom was like, "Mijito." My mom took me to Jack in the Box. I was like 10,
dressed up.
Took me to Jack in the Box at 10. They gave us a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Put you to tie for the thick of it.
They probably gave it to us because we were low income anyway. They probably didn't because of my drawing.
Yeah, it turns out you're the only kid that hung around Jack in the Box long enough to color a turkey and give away a turkey to somebody. Because we don't really serve turkey here.
So, like, I don't have it. I don't have like I need something to put in front of my name. Like, these guys, I can do Mr.
I mean, you have,
as long as it makes it a little bit longer, right?
I just got radio John Jay.
We could, like, a really good TV watcher. We could put stuff in front of you if you want. We could give you some accolades.
They didn't even put in your last name. Let's keep this guys as short as possible, okay? We kind of have to add him in here. My superior told me to do it.
Joey Bradfish says, most influential Twitterer. I did win that award.
Oh, right.
I did.
You're right.
Right.
Oh, what about in the news? They told me miracle worker. Oh, yeah, what the hell? How about putting miracle worker in front of that? You have that clip?
Yeah, you need to march
What the
right into
hell?
that office.
I want to see if they could send that press release out where the news called me miracle worker.
I'd give you a bunch of titles like leaves all meetings earlier than anybody else, or
Right? Can disappear at parties like no other.
Cy Young winner Brandon Webb and miracle worker radio host John J. Van Ness are donating blood.
frequent
I'll take that
bathroom
one.
user.
Done.
I'll take that.